All right, give me a second so I can mute this video. Go onto our channel, babe, on your phone.
What?
Unless you don't want to. You don't have to. I don't know if anyone's watching this yet. I gotta switch over. Hi, babe.
Hey, babe.
All right, turning the volume down, going to our channel. We'll see who is on the chat. It says there are 5 watching. No one said anything yet. Hello, everyone. So volume's down. Piper said is in the house. Piping artist Steph here, coming to you from Houston area. Introduce yourself, my love.
How's it going, y'all? Piper said. How's it going, said? Everett.
Everett. Nice pipe, Everett. I did tell you the story about nice pipe, right, babe?
I think you did.
All right, look, so I am smoking some Carter Hall. Boris, Haiba Ilta.
Hey, howdy, Boris.
Carter Hall in my Medico. I cannot wait to, can you guys hear me? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear me. You know what? I don't know, Piper said. Beard, babe. Remember, he was the one who always sat in front of his fireplace with his dog and always played vinyl albums. I'm going to have to check into that. I'm going to have to check in and see how he's doing.
I haven't seen him in a while.
All right, so I'm smoking Carter Hall and Medico. And as I was saying, I really cannot wait until we unpack all our pipes again. And I ordered another set for our anniversary.
What?
What? You'll just have to wait, babe.
Just let you all know, I'm smoking some Crooner. Love this stuff. Tearing through that tin. Smoking it in my workhorse country gent here.
And I'm coming to you from my friend's patio. Hello, from the patio. Our patio is a lot smaller than this yard. We're gonna have to get one of those awnings, outdoor tent things, and stake it into the ground. But it'll be nice. We'll make it work.
We got to make it hurricane proof, right?
So I also have these like sand holders that we're gonna put like several of them on each of the legs, as well as stake it into the ground so that it'll be hurricane proof. Oh, Crooner smells amazing. I don't really like the taste too much. I'll smoke it, but Skip loves the taste. Boris says that the audio and video are both good.
Right on.
So our intro song was Atlanta Rhythm Section, So Into You, which was a song that Skip sent me earlier today. Aw.
Because I'm so into you.
One thing I don't like about this pipe, because it is got such thin walls and it is so small, and I'm a pretty heavy choocher, is that this pipe gets warm a lot quicker than some of my cobs or some of my other thicker walled pipes.
Is that a Brylon?
It's a Medico.
I know, but we used to own a Medico Brylon pipe, which is
I'm sure this is a medical standard. I'm sure it's in with all our stuff.
And the Brylons are known for getting like hot, you know. It is a thing.
I try to chooch slower. Like when I'm painting, I chooch a lot smaller. I smoke slower than normal.
Yeah.
So Piper said is smoking Old Joe Krantz and a Savinelli 673 Roma. Boris was outside in that crazy, horrible heat of Finland. I'm going to roll my eyes at that one. Smoking Amphora, Kentucky. One thing I do want to do this morning or at noon, I don't know, what do I say? Is I want to thank Kane Rod Piper. He for trusting us with his subbing of his live last night. You did a phenomenal job, babe. I know you felt like you didn't, but I think you had about max 35, 40 people in and out. But max all at one time was about 24 people. So you did a pretty awesome job. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. So thank you, Kane Rod, for letting us do that. I was not feeling well yesterday. I'm not 100% today, but I'm feeling much better than yesterday. Dingus and Miss Betty are in the house.
Hey, cheers, Dingus, Betty.
Everett says that he had 5 Brylons and he doesn't use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get too hot. And I liked this one and I kept it out because I thought, well, maybe I'll do some painting. I've been too busy to do anything. And sending out hugs and prayers to Willie. I think it was Willie who mentioned that he's going to a funeral today. Otherwise, he'd be here with us. Crilly, volunteer Piper. So he's at a funeral today. So sending out prayers and hugs. It was a friend of his mom that passed recently. Seems like the older we get, the more often we hear of friends and family and their parents and their, passing. And funerals aren't for them; they're for us, for the ones left behind, so that we can remember the good times and move forward.
Yeah.
Just remember, babe, if I go first, I want a bunch of hot Viking guys doing some arrows at a boat. I want a Viking funeral, and that's just not for you, not for me, but for all my girlfriends that are still alive. How about that?
All right. Viking funeral.
I don't want anybody wearing black. I want everybody wearing colors and having a good time and remembering all the stuff that we went through together in my life. Yes, Dingus, that does go with getting older. As we get older, we encounter more of the things that we try to avoid thinking about when we're younger. But I think it helps us to appreciate what we have left and the people in our lives now.
Piper says alternating between Old Joe Crayons and a plum pudding.
Ooh.
Oh. I do like the plum pudding. That's good stuff.
Dingus says he wants to be stuffed, but Betty said no. Dingus, that would be weird. We go to a pipe show and she's just carrying stuffed Dingus around the pipe show.
Right? That would be weird.
So
a body pillow with a picture on it, maybe.
With a little bit of his ashes in there. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. One of my students has a chain with a cross. And he said inside of the cross was some of his grandmother's ashes. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. He's like, yeah, I get to take her with me everywhere I go. I'm like, that's cool.
Hard crackers.
Ron. Hard crackers. Oh my gosh. I wish it was 57 here for summer. Forrest, don't be surprised if Skip and I start coming there for summers once all our kids are out of the house. We got a few years yet. Stuffed in bronze, says.
Oh, right on. I don't think Steph can afford a bronze to cover me.
You never know, babe. No, I think we're gonna do the ashes and spread you all over the planet.
Yeah.
Why not?
You,
You'll be gone. You won't care.
you ought to stuff me in some fireworks and shoot me off into the air and then it go off.
Eden, 20 o'clock here. But good morning.
Hey, how's it going, Eden?
Or is it Iden? Is it Eden or Iden? I'm smoking some Carter Hall in my Medico. This is my clencher pipe. This is the one I use when I paint.
Smoking some crooner. That's kind of probably what I'm smoking the most nowadays. Between that, Honda Bookshop, and 965.
What I kept out for me was Carter Hall, Eileen's Dream, Durbar, Cult Conspiracy, and some McBaron's Original Choice is what I kept. But then I bought some that I haven't opened yet, and then I got some in the mail also. So I think I'm going to wait until we're back together so we can try stuff together. Boris said, oh, Iden says close to the first thing. Eden. Aiden?
You just read that, but then you pronounced his name wrong.
Eden. All right. There's a whole lot of Finns who live winters in southern Spain and summers here. Ooh, that's an idea, babe.
Yeah.
No, I want to retire in the south of Spain. All right, I'm turning this chair around so I can put my feet up. Yeah, buddy. All right, so yesterday, okay, for like a few days, I was feeling kind of icky. I thought it was just woman stuff. And then yesterday I actually woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was just awful. Badger Ash is in the house. What up, Ash? And then my tummy was like gurgling all day yesterday, and I had a migraine. So I stayed home from work. Thank goodness I have amazing staff and teachers that I work with. And they took care of it all. We had a lot of kids out. Being the first full week, I figured as much, and I didn't want to miss, but I don't want to give anybody something if I actually have a tummy issue or virus. But I woke up this morning feeling really, really well. Hi, Dan of DDT.
Hey, DDT.
And Patches, which is Mike, right? Hello, Mike.
Patch. Howdy.
Patch. I knew a guy in high school actually named Patches with an ES. Patches. So that's why I call him that. And I know it's just Patch, but whatever. Chad could be mad at me later. Oh, and the cool thing, I wasn't able to get on for Paul's birthday bash video, but happy birthday to Paul. He's not in yet, but he and Sharon are now engaged. I kind of saw that one coming. She's the only one who will put up with him, and she smacks him upside the head, so he needs that. Odie, welcome in, Odie.
Hey, how's it going, Odie? I got to make sure.
Andrew Sorigliano is in the house.
Cheers, Andrew. You guys don't mind me? I got to kill some flies here real quick.
He took over my job. There's way less flies here than there are there. Oh, whoa.
I got the bug assault. The original gun.
Oh, no. Wait, what?
What? What's going on, babe?
I just got a message saying that our school might be closing because we're on a code 4 because our district's CVID numbers are so high.
Huh.
So we might be going back to online teaching.
Hey,
for
Daniel's
some-
in the house. How's it going, Daniel?
Daniel who? Oh, Daniel Leslie. Hello,
Yeah.
Daniel Leslie. Oh my gosh, got a cramp. Okay, so that's not good. I don't want to do. Well, we're not going to talk about anything negative. We'll figure that out once we get there.
Yeah.
Once we cross
I
those
forgot
roads.
where I was watching, but they were talking about like if it's hot, then cigars are more enjoyable to smoke, and when it's cooler, pipes are more enjoyable to smoke.
I would have to agree with that because I've been wanting a cigar more recently than. Yeah, Boris, we're not going to talk about how that doesn't sound good because if I'm out of a job, I'm screwed. I'm going to have to go pick up a night shift stocking at Walmart. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. My department may not close, so we're gonna skip that section of this conversation. And Skip, Daniel's asking you what you're smoking, and Ron said he knew a young guy in another Civil War reenacting until they fired his remains from cannons at the Prairie Grove, Arkansas battlefield during a ceremony.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good way to
really,
go.
That is really cool. Doing something you like. You'd have to put me in some tires or some bikes because I like bike riding. I haven't done much in the last year because El Paso was just not a place that I could go bike ride. I mean, there were some places, but I don't like mountain biking. I don't like the hills. I like flats. I
Yeah,
like
I
biking.
was talking to Arlo, and he was saying how he tried to go bike riding, and you guys have cruisers, so there's no
Yeah.
gears. And El Paso has it's quite a bit of elevation to it.
Yeah, there's so many hills and mountains. And I'm talking like big hills too. Like you think, oh, look, I could walk over that hill. Yeah, you can walk. It might take you an hour. But if you try to bike it in a cruiser, no, that ain't going to happen. But yeah, I've been
Daniel, I'm smoking some crooner, cube cut burley with some deer tongue in it. Love this stuff. It's not as deer tonguey as Gentleman Collar. As far as sweetness level goes, the deer tongue adds the sweetness. I'd say it does it in kind of like a Prince Albert, about Prince Albert level, maybe a little stronger.
Thanks, Piper said, I'll always be a teacher, teaching everyone. I hope so. And you know what? I think the homeschool families around here are a lot more relaxed about the whole thing. So even if we have to go back to online teaching or pay cut or whatever, I can get my homeschool families back into the house with me and my family because we're all vaccinated and taken care of. Not that anybody has to get vaccinated. I'm not pushing that stuff at all. It's completely your choice. And I don't think the government should be in charge of that, but that's neither here nor there. I don't like smoking a pipe in the heat as much as I like smoking a cigar. And I packed all the cigars. I didn't bring any with me. So I can't wait till you get here, babe, so I can have a cigar.
I like smoking outside. Yeah. That's always been me.
Much better. I like sitting outside even if I'm not smoking. Sitting outside is our thing, babe.
Yeah, it is. And if I smoke inside, I don't know, I get flashbacks of being on board the submarine, and that was just such a horrible experience. You didn't smoke for the enjoyment of it. You just smoked to get the nicotine in your body. And you're hot boxing a cigarette in a loud space, and there's like people behind you, waiting to smoke their cigarette because they only let so many people smoke at a time. And it's not enjoyable. Here, it's like I go outside and I smoke at my leisure, and it's my Calgon moment.
Calgon, take me away.
And as lovely as it was in Alaska, I go on the back deck. It is beautiful. The weather when the weather was good. I'd sit back there and I'd really enjoy it, but there wasn't a chair out there for me to like lounge on. So it wasn't 100%.
Dingus is getting in the shower and he's not taking us with him this time. Dang it, Dingus. Take Betty. She can just comment while you're in the shower.
Right.
She can stand
Well,
outside the shower.
he might be in the shower with him. We don't know.
Oh, well, in that case, have fun, y'all. um, Daniel says, Skip, we need to email him our address so he can send us some cigars. Yes, Daniel, we won't be in the house until Friday, this coming Friday. And it's going to take us a week or so before we get everything situated, but we will definitely. Boris says he only smokes outside, even in the freezing cold. Yeah, us too. I mean, I'd rather be outside in the cold.
But we smoked a couple of times inside, but not very often. I mean,
no.
a handful. Literally.
Jose, babe, Jose's in the house. He says,
Hey, Jose. How's
he
it
says,
going?
hey, Canes. James Burrows is also in the house. Hello, Steph
Hey,
Skip.
James Burrows. Nice to have you in.
Yeah, Dingus said if he takes Betty in there with him, there won't be any typing. Well, woo woo. Yeah, Dingus. Get down with your bad self.
His hands will be otherwise occupied.
Washing his hair? Exactly. I'm going to have to go back and make sure this is an 18 plus show. So anyways, yeah. So that made my mind go gutter. So I need to clean up my mind, clean it up.
Right.
Buenos dias, Jose. Hello, James. Oh, I think I just got bit by something. I killed a spider by accident this morning. Didn't mean to.
So Spider Mafia is after you.
Spider Mafia is biting me. Cause I'm so into you. And then everybody's just saying hi to each other. Holy cannoli. I think that our patio is going to give us a little bit more leeway because we can run some outdoor lines to our patio covering, have some lights out there, have a little fan. I think that would be groovy. I can't wait to get it set up. I don't know how we're going to do a live next Saturday. You think we're going to do live next Saturday? I don't think we're going to be able to.
I don't think we'll be able to. Yeah.
So we might have to get Dingus to do it. It's karma because I accidentally killed a spider this morning. Okay, so what I do is we have this, like one of those long grill lighters. And since my best friend and current roommate Meredith doesn't smoke anything, I take that lighter and nobody comes out here but me. And so I because there's lots and lots of spiders in this area. So I take it out here and I light around the chairs to burn up any spider webs that are sitting out here waiting for me to get caught in. And I do it a little bit around the table, and then I have a seat and drink my coffee and whatnot. And I think I accidentally killed a spider, and his poor little spider burnt body is on the table. I don't mean to kill the spiders. I just want their webs not on me. And unless they're a black widow or a brown recluse, then I'm okay with killing them. But yeah, I just got bit right now, and I sprayed off on me. And I know the mosquitoes will stay off me and all the other little biting insects, but the spiders will still climb on me even with off.
Yeah, Jose. Well, that was just a test we were doing because last night I was going to do my sub for Cane Rod. I was going to do it on Steph's channel, and I lined everything up, and then it said, "All right, you can do it in 24 hours."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh crap!"
You know what I think happened is because you kept complaining that my emails were coming to your phone. So I changed my password and logged me off of every device so that my emails wouldn't go to your phone anymore, so it wouldn't bother you. And then you had to re-log in. That's why you should have done it yesterday to test, or 2 days ago to test. Philip Rivara, howdy, howdy, howdy. How's the sky out there, Philip? Felipe.
Yeah, Phil. I saw on Instagram your sunset picture, and that looked kind of gloomy.
Yeah. One thing is we don't have as many flies here. You would think we do, but maybe we do just out on the dog paths and the walking paths as opposed to in the people's backyards. But we have horse flies that'll bite here sometimes, and we do have wasps and bees big time here. but they don't tend to bother us as much on the patios. Yeah, Sorigliano says that he missed it last night because he didn't realize it was on your channel. It was supposed to be on mine, but he couldn't get on because I had changed my password. And then we logged him back on because I think I'd used his phone or something to check my emails once. And I tried to log off because he was tired of getting all of my emails, and because I was getting tons of them from the school district before I got my school district email.
Hey, Reed Bender Bud's in the house.
Bud, what up, bro? But yeah, so I logged out, and then you had to log back on your computer. And I think since it's a new device, they were trying to tell you, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some booty in it. That's what they were trying to say to you, babe. Yeah, bees and wasps around here don't usually bother us. Smoking. Hello,
Hey,
Houston.
cheers, smoking.
Israel. Shalom. Is that how you say it? Shalom. Shalom. Ron says that our yard guy that the wife hired to mow and weedy finished just before our rain started. That must have been a Steve and Kathy this morning. They did it right before the rain started. They finished. So thank goodness for that. At least they finished.
Yeah, I have a neighbor. He's weed whacking right now. I don't know if it's coming through the microphone or not, but there's a guy going. You can or you can't.
Daniel said what he's gonna send us: 3 Cane Daytona cigars, 3 Barber Pole cigars, 3 Rocky Patels, and 1 no band cigar. Sweet, Daniel. Thank you. In return, once we're settled, we'll send you back a package of some locally rolled cigars because I know you like cigars. Black House Cigars. He makes his own cigars and he has some tasty ones. We'll go over there and buy him a few. Okay, babe?
All right. Cool.
Ron's dog is now wet. He stayed out in the rain to play, I'm guessing.
Ah.
I feel weird, like I have to hold my microphone so you can hear me. Can you hear me? I have a cap on one of my teeth because I broke it really, really young when I was like 10 or 11, maybe 12. Between 10 and 12 sometime, I broke one of my front teeth on a water slide here in El Paso at the Wet and Wild there. And I have a cap on it, and it looks slightly dark in the shadows. So I'm very self-conscious. Now everybody's going to look. Because every time I look up, I see myself smiling, and I see that one. Picking and piping, Mateo in the house.
Hey, PNP, how's it going?
Daniel's asking you if you have a favorite band of pipes. And if you
I have
could
a what?
afford a favorite brand of pipes, and if you could afford any pipe in the whole world, what would you buy?
Oh, geez.
Oh, jizz.
I have to say that my favorite brand of pipe is probably the Missouri Meersons, just because they're so versatile.
But it's specifically the
Country Gent.
Gentleman because they've got thick walls.
Yeah, it's a good size and you know, they're so easy to have, you know, but if one breaks, you know that you can get another one, or you lose it or whatever, and you're gonna get another thing, and it's not gonna break the bank. And I also like the Savinellis. I don't think I own any Savinelli that I would ever consider a bad pipe. You know, they've all been really good smokers.
All right, so if you could afford any pipe, babe, what would it be?
Ooh, man, those Jason Mouton calabashes are looking pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we will, babe, but we'll be able to afford one soon here.
Yeah, I saw the one that Mel Harris. I saw his. That's a beauty.
Yeah, absolutely. Jose said, Steph, how's the weather in Houston compared to back there in Texas? Well, Houston doesn't tend to cool off as quickly. El Paso weather is a desert, so it cools off. I mean, there's a difference of 30, sometimes 40 degrees from night or morning to daytime weather. So that's the only thing I miss about El Paso is the weather, because it could be
Hey,
114 during the day, 195, doesn't matter.
Chad's in the house. How's it
By
going,
eight
Chad?
by 8 o'clock in the evening, it's nice and in the 70s. It could be in the 60s or 50s at night. Again, in the 60s or 70s once the sun's coming up, and then super hot in the afternoon. So I miss the cool mornings. Miss Kathy's in the house. Hello, Miss Kathy.
Chad,
Opossum. Hi, Gray. Welcome, welcome. And
Chad,
Chad
that
says
there's
if I
that
could
there's
afford any pipe, I'd buy a car.
that's wisdom right there. I tell you, I do like the meerschaum pipes. Just, I think you have to take a little bit more care of it. I watched Steve's how to wax a pipe. I haven't waxed any of my meerschaums yet, but I know someday I will.
Here we don't have to as much, I think, because our pipes here don't get as dried out. So even if we clean them and scrape them out and even use, Everclear to clean them out, they still don't get as dried as they do in El Paso. So I don't think we're gonna have to wax any.
I have a Radice, and that thing is a beauty. I mean, it's a good pipe. It's solid. It's so light. It's got a good sized bowl. Never had a bad smoke out of it, so I highly recommend those. It'd probably be easier for me to list the pipes that I don't care for more than it would be for me to list the pipes that I do care.
Well, I'm excited.
I've been very fortunate and had really, really beauty pipes.
Yeah, not just beautiful, but good smokers. I'd say
Yeah.
a good 98% of our pipes, even 99%, maybe we have like one or two in our collection that we don't smoke because they don't smoke well. The majority of all of our pipes smoke pretty well. And we also like the way they look.
hmm the ones the pipes that I've gotten, from people that I know, like Sea Smoke and Simon, and those are special. The one I just got from Arizona Jim. Beaut, the grain on is beautiful, and I smoke it. It's a great pipe, and it means something that it came from somebody. Professor Walker, I got a couple of his,
Yeah.
at least one of his pipes. That's a good one.
And the guy who painted those two pipes for us, and we haven't smoked them. I don't know if I'll ever smoke my Star Trek pipe.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke mine.
Maybe I'll probably will, but not often. It'll be like a holiday, like my birthday or Christmas pipe, because man, it is gorgeous. I don't want that to ever come off, like the painting of it. And I mean, he coats it and he seals it and everything, but I still am just, oh, they're so beautifully done. It's like art. I don't want to necessarily smoke it. Steph,
How about if I smoke it for you, babe?
no. You
No.
can't have my Star Trek. You have a Godzilla.
I know where it's at. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna light it up right now. I'm gonna smoke it right in front of you. There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna smack you. All right, Kathy says she has a new hat coming, and she's gonna be able to wear it for the pipe show. She hopes. Yay! You know what? No, if I could get any car that I want, Philip, I would get a 1967 VW Beetle. Yeah. I might soup it up with the actual AC instead of just the vents with outside air. But I would definitely strip it and paint it the way I want to. I'd paint it with like big blades of grass and a bunch of different kinds of insects crawling through the grass. But that's what I would do. Yeah, Sea Smoke's pipes are great. Philip is asking you what shape you like. I thought I told him, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, Philip. Well, when I was in Alaska, I told Steph to commission a Bing's favorite from you, because I really want to get one of those.
Bing's favorite shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a billiard, but a little bit longer than standard, and I'd load that up with some crooner, and I'd go to town on that. I'd probably start making sounds like boo 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 boo, ba ba ba,
doo doo dooby doo, like that.
doo doo.
And
Doo-doo. I said doo-doo.
quit saying doo doo, babe. The thing is you if you soup them up, DDD, you can get a Beetle and you can throw in a Porsche engine because Porsche engines fit in a VW Beetle. I know this because I helped somebody change one, and you could fix it up and put a decent AC in there. Yeah, it's the same size engine that fits in a VW, except you have to put it in the back and soup it in and change out some of the fittings. But hey, you know, it works. It'll work.
It'd be a diesel, right?
If it's a Porsche engine,
Well, I don't know. I know.
Porsche aren't diesel.
No, but I thought the VWs were.
I never put diesel in any of my VWs that I owned, even the ones with the original engines.
Oh.
Well, maybe a Rabbit might have been. I had a friend who had a Rabbit, and I think she might have been putting diesel in hers, but I never owned a Rabbit. I had a VW bus, a Westfalia, and I had a VW Beetle. And then I had a 99 Beetle that got drowned out during Hurricane Harvey. It was flooded. The whole thing was trashed. I was so sad. Ron Hardcracker says, I know of people who sold pipes that smoked awful for them, but the buyer said how great it smoked for them. Odd. Huh, interesting.
Don't give up my day job, huh?
Oh, because of your singing? Don't give up your day job. Skip, isn't a Bing's favorite the same as a Canadian?
No, Daniel, I think a Bing's favorite is a little longer.
See, Philip, you need to move out to Texas and we need to just open a VW shop, a VW Porsche Audi shop, and we can just like fix stuff. You and I. Let's do this. If they're shutting down schools again, let's just fix up old cars. Come on, Philip, move to Texas. We'll buy a ranch. We'll open a little car shop. There you go. How about that, babe? Is that cool? Can Philip and I start a car shop together?
Sure.
Auto body and engine shop. It'd be the Phil and Steph.
Pig and piping, Chrysler station wagon, 80s. Those things are harder and harder to find.
Yeah, no kidding.
The old K cars. I guess they use the bodies for those to make kit cars. So kind of like them and Fieros, they're harder and harder to find on the old market. And apparently they last for like a while. I guess that's a good bit.
Philip, I like automotive work only on certain vehicles though. Like working on VWs or Porsches is super fly easy. I did help drop a tranny in a Camaro.
Hey.
That was way too heavy for me and two other dudes, and we were young. We were in our late teens, and they were pretty buff dudes, and it was still difficult to drop that tranny and put a new one in. It was no fun, no bueno. I like little parts and lots of little pieces and parts, and you can always put a VW together and like have parts left over, and it'll still run.
Yeah, that's the thing about old cars, you know.
Yeah. The one car my parents had, my mom and my stepdad rebuild old Fords. So they've had Mustangs, Model Ts. I mean, anything and everything from Model T to 60s Mustangs they'd rebuilt, but they had bought the body and it was rusted. It was a Model A and it was a crank, and the crank still worked. It wasn't rusted shut and wasn't rusted still. And it needed a lot of work and a lot of love. And it was the one vehicle that I asked, don't sell. I'll save up the money and I'll buy it from you. And what did they do? They sold it. The only one I wanted was that Model A crank. And it was one of the originals too. It was, you know, one of maybe a couple hundred made of that particular Model A. Beautiful, beautiful body. The body was great. There was very little rust on it. There was some rust in the engine and some rust in the underbody, the undercarriage. But all right.
Badger Ash is in the house. How's it going?
Badger Ash has been in for a while.
Oh, has he?
I thought I said hi to Ash earlier. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know. And my big brother Mike is in the house. Welcome, baby. Big brother Mike. All right, I'm gonna let you talk amongst yourselves. I've got to run inside for just a second. I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't talk about me. Just kidding.
That's our favorite thing to do, babe. All right, so we haven't done an official bowl call, so let's do that. We'll do the ding ding. Bing bing. What are you guys smoking? This is the official, so don't feel bad about repeating yourself. I'm smoking some Crooner and this Country Gent, tight smoke. I think one of the hardest things for me last night was I'm on the live and I had I had to compose a complete thought, and a lot of times, that doesn't happen. Like I'll start to tell a story and I'll get about 50 or 60% through it, and then Steph will pop in. So I had to learn to finish the entire thought, and I learned that I'm not really good at that. So I appreciate that she jumps in. Hey, Briar Blue's in the house. How's it going, Mike? Good seeing you. Prince Albert in the basket. Right on. Chaz got some black coffee in a state-of-the-art Briar Blues mug. That sounds tight. I had my 2 cups of coffee today, so I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't have it. She packed away my Briar Reports mug, so I'm drinking out of a generic coffee cup right here. Andrew's smoking Warped Until the End in a Briarworks Lavat. I'd never heard of that. That's a new one for me.
Be quiet, I'm back.
Uh-oh.
Quit talking about me, I'm back. A Costello Shape 55, new tobacco.
I've been going through the, All Briared Up sent me some samples of what he's blending, and I really enjoy him a lot. He gave me one called Cracked Pepper, a little high on the perique end, very tasty. He sent me one called Drop Bear. Sorry, Drop Bear. And he calls it a burper, so I'm thinking it's a burley perique, but I swear I taste some Cavendish in there. I don't know, like maybe his fingers has some Cavendish on it or something. But very tasty smoke. I think Steph's gonna love these things.
I can't wait to taste them, but I think you're gonna be done with them by the time you get here. You only got a week left, babe. Save me some.
Right, I'm doing my best. So I there might be some shake. Badger's smoking in English. Oh, he says, being an Englishman, of course I have Carter Hall and a Cobb. Yeah, Mike, I noticed the last couple of times I saw you were not smoking a Escudo. Cigar Cavendish, Cigar Leaf, Virginia and Kentucky. Huh.
I'm trying to convince Meredith to go get a pedicure, mani-pedi with me.
Yeah. Oh, I so need to get my feet done. They're terrible.
And we have a place here that doesn't mind.
Mm.
Doesn't mind Godzilla feet.
So if me and Steph go get our feet done, she won't go to the place she goes to get her feet done. She goes somewhere else because she doesn't want to offend the sensibilities.
I don't want them to be like, oh no, you bring Godzilla feet in. You don't come here no more. Because that's what they would say to me. No, I'm just kidding, babe. I love you.
I love you too. I know I got
I just love my normal ladies. And I love the
nine.
girls that do you also, that do your feet also, because they're freaking awesome. I mean, I love all the people that I go to. I have probably 3 or 4 shops here in the North Houston area that I go to, and I like them all. They're all phenomenal. But not that anyone cares about me going to get my nails done.
So at Mike, so I work with a bunch of Canadians, and one was this young kid, and he smoked e-cigs, and I go out there and smoke my pipe on the back deck, and he's back there, and so we
Bye,
got started
Ash. Have a
talking.
good time with your family. Ash is leaving. He's gonna go hang with the family.
All right, cheers, Badger. And so I'm smoking my pipe, and he's like, "Well, what's the difference?" And I'm like, "Well, this is great." And I explained it to him, and he's like, "Can I even buy that kind of stuff in Canada?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can, buddy." And so he seemed kind of into it, and hopefully he picked himself up a pipe. I talked to him a little bit about it, but hopefully he picks up a pipe and he switches from that contrived stuff to something a lot cooler. I also told him that chicks dig it, so
Not all chicks, just the cool ones.
just the cool ones. Well, that's the only thing you want inside your radar. You don't want those.
Non-cool, non-cool
Yeah.
chicks. Daniel thinks that Mike was banned from buying a Scudo, so he's being forced to smoke other brands.
Right. It's like he reached his limit, his lifetime limit.
Or at least annual limit. You are cut off. You have reached your yearly limit. Chad, 2010 seems like a level 2 alert. Eh, I'm getting like really tired. I don't know if I can go get my nails done today either. I'm winding down. I've exerted all my energy for today.
So I made some more food for the hummingbirds. I called them humming pigs earlier because these things are just hitting my feeder like really hard, and it used to last like 6 days, and it's now lasting about 4 days. It's like these hummingbirds are just really digging what I'm putting out. But
I
so
didn't want to chomp ice in y'all's ear, so I tried to cover my speaker.
I made some more hummingbird juice, and I'm letting it cool off. I'll be throwing that in the feeder.
That's what they said about Mike. That's like Mike with the Scudo. It's gone in 4 days. So, how is everyone's summer? I know the summer's starting to wind down. Everybody's starting to go back to school everywhere. How is everybody's fall starting? I know California has a lot of smoke and whatnot.
Everett just bought a pipe. What kind of pipe you buy, Everett? Inquiring minds want to know. Tell us about it.
Dang. Did you see what Mike said? I can get it locally, but I'll smoke Captain Black Grape before I pay $70 for a 50-gram tin. Yeah, I get that.
All right,
Thank
DDT.
Yeah, DDT, you have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget that Virtual Pipe Club is next. I believe both That's Just Chris and All Briared Up John are on this weekend. Who else is on? Oh, Steve and Kathy are on tomorrow at 1.
James.
Yeah, James, that's happened to me like once. That's about it.
The only thing I put in my hummingbird juice is I take just water and white sugar, and it's a 5-to-1 ratio. So it's basically 20% white sugar and water. And I just boil it so it gets all nice and dissolved and mixed in there. And then I clean out the bird feeder and I dump it in and I hang it up.
Everett said he bought a stubby pot from Papa Bear's Pipes on Instagram.
Oh, right on.
And Yedin. He said stubbies are the best. Jose says I'm depressed because the pipe I was about to get was sold. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. I hate when that happens.
That is a drag.
I do want to save up. There's another Finnish dude. He's a young dude. Gosh, what is his name? He's on Instagram.
The frost pipes?
Yes, frost pipes. I do want to commission him to just like make me a pipe, like whatever, because he does it all by hand. He has no machinery. And I would love to see what he comes up with. I just want to like commission whatever he wants to make for me, like while he's thinking of me.
I like the silversmith sterlings. I have 2 of them now.
You know who got one at the pipe show, right?
Was there one at the pipe show?
Greg Teneltake bought one at the pipe show.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. I was watching his video earlier, and he was talking about a silver clay, and he's like, it's a great smoker and stuff. I didn't see that he bought one at the pipe show.
He did. He showed it.
I'm jealous. I kind of want to start collecting those,
Ooh, Christmas gift ideas.
And if I have 2, it's I get another one. I got 3, and if I have 17 of those things, I wouldn't feel bad about it. I would not feel bad at all. And I see those things pop up on Bishop Pipes every once in a while.
Boris says his name is Miko. Is it Miko or Miko? I think it's Miko is the frost pipe guy's name. He's definitely gotten the attention of several people on Instagram. He did the whole like pipe in the bun thing, and then everyone started doing a pipe in their hat, a pipe in their bun, a pipe in the front of their head. It was pipes in their beard. It was so funny. This a couple weeks back, so hilarious. Oh, bummer, Jose. Oh no, Kathy said that the FedEx people lost her Meerschaum and that it cleared customs 2 weeks ago, and it still hasn't made it to her house. Well, let's pray it still shows up.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't really trust FedEx because several times I've ordered fabric from England. Not just from England, I've ordered fabrics here locally in the U.S. that might be from like Philadelphia or New York, and it gets lost or taken to another address. And by accident, they've told me the address, and I was able to go and retrieve said fabric. But man, fabrics can be, especially specialty made fabrics that I design the picture on the fabric and then they make it for me. That's expensive stuff. That could be up to like $50 a yard. And that's expensive stuff. I can only make so many things out of a yard worth of fabric. So when they lose it, oh, it's so frustrating. And pipes, man. Yeah, Boris, me too. I want to buy a pipe from Miko. And yeah, not only is it made in Finland, he makes everything by hand. He doesn't have machinery. He does everything hand drilled, hand sanded, hand buffed, hand stained, and then buffs it again by hand, like no machinery at all. So that's something that I'm really excited about. Daniel's favorite pipe is one that he got from Simon. Nice. Yeah, Simon does some phenomenal work. There's the birthday boy that we missed his birthday this week. Paul the Piper in the house. Happy birthday, Paul, and congratulations. Now, okay,
Hey, Paul.
I looked through the video of your birthday, did you propose to her during the video? Because I tried finding it. I couldn't watch the whole thing because I was like on the way to school. And then when I got home, I tried watching it again. And I didn't see you actually propose to her on the video. Is there somewhere in the video you actually proposed to her? Or did you propose to her before the video? Sharon, congratulations, Sharon's in the house too. Everett didn't mean to buy a pipe. It was an accident. That's always my excuse. It was an accident, babe. I didn't mean to press buy. So Paul, when did you propose to her? Before the video or during the video? Because I kept scanning through and rewinding and fast forwarding, and I couldn't find the proposal. I wanted to see you get down on a knee and propose to her in your video. Where's that video?
You have to redo the whole moment for Steph, so she can go ee
and cry. And oh, look at them. I'm bad. I've tried to set up people with each other. I've decided I'm never doing that anymore because it doesn't end well. So I'm not allowed to set people up anymore. I tried to set up some people in the YTBC, Instagram pipe community. I try to set people up. I'm not good at it. I think I know what I'm doing and I don't. So don't listen to me. If you're single and I try to set you up with someone, say, shut up, Steph. Go away.
shut up.
Thank you. Shut it. We don't need your advice. So we got.
That reminds me of the Bugs Bunny when he's like, the gangster, and Bugs Bunny, and he's like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I don't remember
that. What? Oh, it's a thing.
You're a thing.
I've been called.
Paul says he can't film it because it could be used as evidence. Oh, and Sharon asked him, well, where's the video of Sharon getting on her knee, asking you? Skip got on his knee in front of all of our kids and their friends when they were over, and I was at the stove cooking junk food, probably for the kids, making queso or something, probably. I don't remember what I was cooking. I was so verklempt, weren't you?
And it's probably rolled tacos. You were making a lot of rolled tacos around that time.
Okay, so maybe it was rolled tacos, but I turned around and he gets down on a knee in front of all the kids who are sitting in the kitchen waiting for food, and he proposes to me, and all the girls in the room went, oh, and all the boys were like, what just happened? And I almost started crying, and I'm like, okay, babe, love you, yes, I gotta get back to cooking. There's a fly on your head, babe. Shoot it with a gun. All right, you guys. Well, I know we have 4 minutes left, but
do it, babe. You got 4 minutes left in you.
You got 4 minutes left in you. I'm tired and I need to go get my nails done. My toenails are gonna start looking like yours if I let them go another week. I'll make you cut them when you get here Friday.
Yeah. Good stuff.
James, are you talking to me and Skip? We need more in common than just smoking pipes. Yeah, Skip and I have actually, we didn't even smoke pipes when we were friends. I started smoking a pipe when he and I were still friends, but we were friends for a few years before that. We have our hometown in common. We've lived in a lot of the same places. He's kind of a nerd. I'm kind of a nerd. We love music. We had a lot in common. Our kids were friends, and we were not going to date. Our kids made us date. It's their fault. And then I was already smoking pipes right as we started talking about possibly dating. I'd been smoking pipes for what, maybe 6-8 months at that point, maybe 9 months by the time you and I started talking.
Right, yeah, I went up to visit you and you let me smoke. What was it? Oh, the Rattray Marlin, because that's your pipe, and I've kind of glommed onto that thing. So now it's my pipe.
Yep, it's yours. I put it in its box and packed it for you.
It's a beauty smoker.
It's just too big for me. It's really, really big. I think I won it in someone's giveaway my very first year smoking.
Did you separate your pipes from my pipes?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's good because I was kind of wanting to do an audit just to see exactly what I have.
I think you have about 32 and I have about 26 from when I packed them, not from now, because
Right.
you got a couple more in the mail.
Yeah, I have.
All right, babe. I'm gonna let you go. We got 2 minutes left. Let's say bye.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys all for joining us. Don't forget Virtual Pie Club's next. I believe that All Briared Up is on tonight, and that I'm Just Chris is on tomorrow night, but I could be wrong. It could be switched. Go to briarblues. Is it .org? Briar Blues? Go to Briar Blues or no, not Briar Blues. Excuse me. Briar Report. Go to Briar Report. Check it out. He has the list, and if you sign up for the newsletter, every newsletter says who's going to be on what day every week, and all the happenings and everything special going on, and any sales going on. So go to Briar Report, and you guys make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. Congrats again to Paul and Sharon. Prayers going out for Willie and his extended family and friends, and to Tony and Tony's dad and all the other YTPC members that are dealing with health or family issues. Love you guys so much. Don't forget Steve and Kathy are to get our live tomorrow at a different time at 1 instead of noon. They used to be at 1 Central, or noon Central, another at 1 o'clock Central. So love you guys all so much. Thank you guys for being part of this community and letting us be part of this community. That's a big thank you. All right, guys. So I'm going to end the live, and thanks, Odie. You be good. I'm only going to be as good as Odie is. So, babe, that means we're in trouble. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next weekend from our real house, or possibly have a sub. We'll let you know as the week progresses.
We'll probably have a sub. I think it's going to be a busy day.
All right, bye, everyone.